Hello, Dark Devil. Hopefully things are going okay. Hopefully things are going okay. I don't like how what the screen is showing me. I also don't like my neighbors. Hi, hey everybody. We're just waiting for people to start joining in. How goes the day? The day goes average. I just came from work and I said the only thing that might cheer me up today after that day of work is coming here and then talking to you guys. So far, not so great, but hopefully afterwards, after the stream is done, I'm okay. But seriously, my neighbors are very annoying. Boo. See, right now it's saying that my live stream health is green, but every time I look at the screen, it seems not green. Like I'm getting buffering on my side. I don't know about you guys on your end, but I'm having problems. Thank you for the understanding. That's pretty much all I ever needed. I was hoping to do this live stream like on Monday, but no, YouTube says this and that, constantly having the video blocked and not appealing anything whenever I tried to, dispute something. The whole thing with me having to do the highlight version of my uploads that just has to be a thing right now. Yeah, I knew I was gonna get questions like this, and it's gonna get annoying having to repeat myself, but you know, this is how it's gonna be. Storm Shadow, that's not gonna be it's not gonna help. I have to do it like that. If I don't, you're not gonna get a reaction literally at all. So I can't fix something that is the only way to do it. I'm actually, what I did is fixing it. If I upload the entire video, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna get blocked from all countries. I try to dispute it. It's gonna get disputed for like 2 days, and it's gonna get re-blocked, and I will try it again, and they're gonna say, if this gets re-blocked again, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna get yourself a strike, and I'm not gonna risk that for my channel, so I just say, screw it. As for people telling me to redirect to a certain other website, I can't do that either because I don't like that website. Not to say that I'm biased against other websites or anything, I just have a bad feeling about it, alright? As for what I'm doing now with the reactions, it's that way or the highway until YouTube says it's okay to do it. That's literally how it's been. I'm currently trying to, but here's the thing. I am trying every single day to upload the full reaction, like how I did with my reaction to the season opener. I am trying every single day. Which day will it work? Who knows? But just know that I am. It's just the fact that nobody cares about what notifications of this. Watching Crypto Super Dog. I missed that show. Hello. I hate when that happens. YouTube is backwards. YouTube hates its users. I've heard that YouTube gotten there was a thing happening at YouTube, like a gun thing. A woman came to YouTube and shot up the place. I was both shocked and wondering how do gun laws work in this country again. I really do not understand. So I was both shocked and like I don't know how to feel, because on one end I'm saddened that people got hurt. On the other hand, it's like, how's security down there? Like what? How do people do this all the time? Especially in a multi-million-dollar company, or it could be billions. I don't know how much YouTube makes, but seriously, it baffles me how stuff like that happens. And then when you look in the comment section of the YouTube comment section about the incident, you just get nothing but jokes and not caring about what happened, even though a lot of people got hurt at a company that probably has nothing to do with the problems of YouTube. So I'm just trying to block that out of my memory right now. I feel just better. Thanks, Spectre Heart. I appreciate that. Bat metal. See, but it's a little unfair. Yeah, it definitely is, because it gets really weird when it's been one way a long time and then they switch it up to the point where it doesn't even make any sense how they're doing a certain thing. I did all my reactions of MLP, full episode, minimal editing, all this other stuff to make it just like straightforward, easy to do. But now it's like, nope, you gotta jump through 17 hoops if you want to do that one thing. And it just makes it kind of like, this wasn't a problem before, why is it a problem now, kind of deal. Seriously, shut up. You don't have to talk that loud. If I have to hear you in my room, shut up. Just shut up. It's not that long of a conversation. No, the world doesn't need to know what you're talking about. Christ. I hate my neighbors. Okay. Anyway, heard about that on Twitter. It's an annoying process. We were supposed to be talking about the episode, but talking about YouTube's shitty system. Yeah, definitely. We could talk about the episode. What else? I'm waiting for somebody to start off the conversation, because I can start off the conversation in many different ways. I can start off with how Mudbriar is literally the best thing known to mankind, and anyone who says otherwise should be damned to hell. You know, that sort of thing. But I'm not gonna do that because I think that's a little excessive, maybe a little bit. But I want someone else to start off the conversation. What they want me to talk about the episode on. I could go into the comment section of the video and try to work off there, but I want this live stream to be, you know, cohesive. I want you guys to tell me what you guys thought about it and how I can like work off that, you know. But yeah, anyway, YouTube still sucks. closing statement on that. I don't know. What are we talking about? The episode. Everybody's theory in 18th of April, something is going to happen. What is going to happen? Literally anything can happen. What, is a meteor going to come down from space? Did the Holy Bible predict this 17 years ago? You can't just tell me something is going to happen. There's like a trillion things that could happen. Humanity isn't slowly becoming corrupted. I think it's rapidly becoming corrupted. We're just defining the new level of corruption, you know? It's just kind of like a constant stream of, yeah, we reached the pinnacle of corruption. No, we haven't. The new definition of corruption is this much. even other people are like slowly. Yeah, no. This is a very fast thing we're doing. If anything, we're already there. I dare you to scream, dude. Trust me, I work with myself every day not to scream at those guys. So Mod and Sticks, what? You're not entertained? Sticks and Stones, by the way, was my ship name for my character in Mod, so this only leads to just more, like, greatness for me, because, like, RB Ken's all about trees and sticks, Mod's all about stones, Sticks and Stones, best ship name, but apparently now it's a canon ship name, because that's all I've been getting from you guys in the comment sections, and anything about this couple, so just want to let you know, I did it first. I would like my compensation money. Yep, $0.00. I'll take it off your hands. Anyway, I wonder how big the jokes are gonna get, because frankly, the main reason why I like this episode is because it's frankly just my OC character, just with a slightly different personality, and that's it. That's literally it. The only thing that's different about Mudbriar and Aubrey Ken is both their name and their personality. But everything else involving their likes, interests, what they do, who they like to go out with, is all the exact same. It almost makes me want to do a mini short comic of Aubrey Ken meeting Mudbriar, because I think that would just be a connection worth in heaven. All right. What if I'm from hell? I know I'm from hell. I know I came somewhere. I'm just gonna see myself out before everyone spoils the episode for me. Spoils the episode for you. Why'd you come here then? It clearly states the MLP Season 8, Episode 3, Mod Pie Couple Discussion. I really can't get more. We're gonna talk about the episode than that, Captain Falcon Racer, but hopefully we get to talk about it later then. But seriously, what else am I supposed to do? Not talk about the episode? Happy you showed up, at least. I like Pinkie Pie in the episode. A lot of people like Pinkie Pie, and a lot of people didn't like Pinkie Pie. What I got to read in the comment section, saying that it's kind of weird. I definitely, I think everyone saw this when it comes to their reaction. It's just like, why is it that you don't like Mudbriar even though he acts pretty much exactly like Maud, and you think Maud doesn't act anything like him? Yet, I know it's supposed to be played off as a joke. Haha, they're exactly the same. Yet she doesn't see that they're exactly the same because one, Pinkie Pie spent more time with Maud and, you know, does this thing with her. So yeah, I get that, but it also goes on a matter of she went to that stage of where, you know, you think at this point she would have gotten it, but she hasn't gotten it, you know. But I thought it was okay. I thought she was an alright. It was way better than how she acted in the episode where Fluttershy was trying to get over her feel of stage fright. Because she was just kind of really just getting up in her face and truly not understanding the situation. But this one, it feels like a gradual, yeah, she's been so attached to her sister for so long that it makes sense that Mudbriar is kind of like this anomaly to her. Talk about Starlight. Starlight is just playing her role as great support / main character. She's just there to both break the ice, entice, and develop, pretty much. She's there, and every time she's on screen, it's something involving greatness in my eyes. So, there you go. Oh yeah, the new intro. I just, that's not, see, here's the thing about new intro. Unlike the Steven Universe extended intro thing that they did, there's not really much to really talk about other than the updated visual aspect to it. The more they put on screen, basically saying, hey guys, this is all we've been through. This is probably the last opener change that we're gonna have until Generation 5 comes in. And it showcases, they even showed the updated look to the castle, to the inside of the castle, thanks to the movie. What the movie brought in. At least I believe that's how that happened. And frankly enough, it's a good change. I like how the things they put into it. While all the other intros had like a steady slight change, like okay, here's your standard. Oh look, Discord's in the window over there. Oh, okay, CMC got their cutie marks and this, that, extra people showing in for the photo. This one's literally jam-packed with everything we've been through, with an updated visual aspect and showing just how much Ponyville has grown from just being a village to an actual kingdom, and I like that. Even a giant school, for Christ's sakes. Tristan Mudbriar as Pinkie Pie's brother in Ma episode. How do you feel if we was to introduce Mudbriar as Pinkie Pie's brother and Maud was introduced this episode? I think it would be just as good, if not slightly better, because Maud's introduction initially was the best introduction of any character I think I've ever seen in a long time. It's like, if you ever wanted to get the full frontal what this character is going to be about in the first few seconds of an introduction, it's Maud's opening. The awkward, long trot that she took to get to the location pretty much solidified her character from that point on. She is a character who doesn't give a alright? And she has a personality that she doesn't give a truck or a buck or anything. And it's amazing. Now, if Mudbriar was introduced that way, I could see it. But definitely, I like his introduction of being this very part cynical, part just a guy trying to educate you in his own special way type of person. And his introduction with Pinkie Pie was good. I do agree with another person in the comment section saying that if we had like a episode where he was introduced in a different way, like had nothing to do with Maud, we just see him. And we just see him either in the background or maybe just like a slight introduction. Same introduction with Pinkie Pie, but in a different episode. And we just kind of forgot about him or had him in our brains. Let's say this was episode 3 and the actual episode that we got, that episode 3 was like episode 7. And then boom, this guy comes back and he turns out the reason why we see him more often in the background is because he's going out with Maud and Maud lives in Ponyville now. So that would have been a cool little like a little build up, but not everything needs to be built up and built up from that, and they executed it pretty well, in my opinion, obviously. But yeah, again, if it was the other way around, they do share many things together, but clearly, if I had to choose, Mudbriar is the more expressive one, all around. I do like how many times Mod smiled in this episode, but the default face of Mod is the default face of Mod. Mudbriar, in that one episode I got to see him, had more facial expressions than Mod had, and that's saying a lot. So yeah. Kark, save humanity from. You should watch the Mod Couple in a Nutshell. It's really fun. There's a lot of in a nutshell based things I need to start watching. Your neighbors sound great. They've toned it down a bit from when I got to your comment, and I know I'm probably like way far back in the comment section right now. Now that there's 19 people watching, 19. That's way way more than I'm used to. Sticks and stones may break my bones, and something else I've forgotten, or something, you know. I love this episode, a really fun one. There's another name for, that's the name for Six in a Mod. That sounds sexual, so I think I'm just going to, I'm just gonna keep that. That just sounds sexual, you know. Don't look too far into it. Just no, I'm not calling them that. All right. Mod's boyfriend reminds me of a guy I knew that just keeps annoying me every time I talk to him. So that was the only thing I could think about while I was watching the episode. He does remind me actually a lot of a roommate I had not too long ago, and but for me, Mudbriar does it better because unlike the person I'm talking about, he says it in a way that actually does warrant that he's not trying to insult you. You know, he's not telling you, he's not talking down to you. He's just trying to be like, oh, but actually it's like this. Because I don't know if you've ever been in this type of friendships, but there have been many friendships I've been into and seen that had friendships based around trying to one-up and correct each other in every way, shape, and form. And I'm currently in that type of friendship. If you say one thing wrong, even sarcastically, your friend will try to correct you in their way. And this has been a constant stream of things. It's like, hey, such and such and such and such episode did this, isn't it great? And then you're like, well, they could have done this better, and then they have to get the last word. You know, they have to get the last word in. This is nothing wrong with that. It's pretty much how friendships pretty much go. If it isn't without that back and forth, you didn't really know the type of person that you're being friends with, right? But I've been in many of that type of thing, and he is like the pinnacle. Mudbriar is the pinnacle of that type of person that at any point where he can correct you, he's gonna correct you. And it's not to insult you, it's just to correct you. No ill will or intentions. Let's talk about Pinkie Pie going back to the farm for a while. Yeah, I like how if she's deathly confused, she goes to family, and I like that. That's really good. I appreciate that. And I was not expecting to see like Lemonstone and her other sister again for a while. So they did catch me off guard with that. That's so cool. I came from somewhere now. Alternia. Yeah, a lot of Homestuck related things, so yeah, but it's their fault for discussion. I'm sure you know. Be spoiled. Just saying, this is the best way I can go without spoilers. Plot twist. Mudbriar is actually stand. Yes! Yes, he's my stand. My stand ability is be able to know every single type of tree, period, no matter what type of tree it is, even if it's from space. Yes. Clearly, you guys figured it out. Paulo Jr., dude, you figured it out. I didn't expect it. Well, impressive. I'm impressed. Impressed. Stand no power Zenkai Dai and whatnot. Thoughts on Boku no Hero Academy Season 3 Episode 1 and the movie. Okay, first, Season 3, I haven't watched it yet, mostly because, well, I've already caught up with the manga, so I know everything that's going to happen. I think the only times I'm going to watch the anime is when they get to the particular scenes I want to see animated, because just rewatching it is not gonna really do that much for me. And if they're gonna get to where I think they are in this, I'm definitely gonna attempt. I'm gonna say that now. I'm going to attempt to do a reaction to that particular thing that is coming up. So, yeah. But the movie, there's a My Hero Academia movie. I don't know. I never heard of that. Are you still talking about My Hero Academia? I don't know. People are so silly. Thank you for getting that Mudbriar and it'll be similar. Some people got annoyed in Mudbriar, even though they're so similar. I found. And to be honest, yeah. What they really in other people's reaction, they didn't see the blatant similarities that it's like. I made this comment in my reaction. It's like my favorite character cloned themselves and just did a gender bent. That's it. They're not exactly the same. They clearly have some clear differences, but baseline, they're the same character. So whoever, pull that card. If they say they don't like Mudbride, then they just have to say they don't like Mod either, and they just have to say that this episode was bad because they're the exact same character. I think Pinky did an okay, considering Mod's boyfriend kind of came out of nowhere. Yeah, it did. It did. Pinky did all right. Pinkie Pie did showcase herself to be that type of sister. However, she did seem generally excited to hear about her getting a boyfriend. So it's not more of like she's afraid of her sister doing things with the boyfriend. It's just the fact that the boyfriend just comes off as a kind of a douche. And I get that. That makes sense. I understand. She loves her sister. But again, I don't think it's a means of her trying to protect her sister. It's a means of not understanding why her sister likes the guy. Because to her, the guy is annoying and nothing like her, even though he's not that annoying and he's almost exactly like her. So that's just my opinion. I of course could be wrong, but in my viewpoint, when I watched the episode, she was generally happy to know that she had a boyfriend, but just doesn't understand the guy that she's with. So loving her sister has nothing to do with that. It's just more of trying to understand this guy, and I understood him completely. I'm working weight. I can relate to Pinky. I honestly, in my experience, I can't, because really, I'm more of the type of guy to be like, if you like whatever, go for it. So tell me about that type of feeling that you have when you see your sibling or another person that you like go out with someone that you clearly don't like or something. Because I never had that experience before. When my sisters go out with their boyfriends, I generally like the guys. We get along very well. I don't really think there's ever been a real moment where I've been with one of my sister's boyfriends and not enjoyed my time with them, because they all have their own personality that pretty much gravitates me towards them and say, yeah, you're good for my sister, and that sort of thing. I never even that type of judgy pants either, so it doesn't even matter. I'll still ship Rarity and Spike forever. I ship Twilight and Pinkie Pie. Jesus Christ. Speaking of Generation 5, we react to it when it comes... No, I will not react to Generation 5. Why would I... What part of my channel would make you indicate that I would even be interested in the slightest in Generation 5? Yes, of course I'm gonna react to it. Seriously, like, why would I not? Seriously, why would I not? Man. But yeah, confirmation here. I'm gonna react to Generation 5. I'm gonna react to Generation 6. I'm gonna react to Generation 7 when I'm 38 years old. I'm gonna react to it because it's a good show. However, if it starts becoming a bad show, no, I'm not gonna watch it. But I highly doubt it, since they seem to be self-aware on the fact that this community that they built up, accidentally, is here to stay. So if they do deviate from the path that they're currently going on in Generation 5, then yes, I will harshly criticize it for being basically Generation 2 or Generation 3, if they do that, which I'm hoping they don't do. But if it's anything like Generation 4, hell yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I mean, like, why not? How would that even work? Interspecies relationships is not that weird of a thing, especially since Spike the Dragon is not like a dumb, like, other thing. I think the whole point of, like, diversity in this sort of aspect is saying that any species and race can get along in that sort of way without having the species gap, you know? I like how people like to ship, forgot their names, but two main characters from Zootopia together, even though one's clearly a rabbit and one's clearly a fox. Doesn't mean they can't have a relationship together. And why does it always have to go to the thing that clearly is supposed to be the species gap part? They could be together. But I'm on the fence about the age issue with Spike. Again, his age could be ambiguous for all I really know. And frankly, I do like the thing they had going on in Bride of Discord, where Spike is shipped with Applejack. It's a good pairing in that in my regard. But hey, I'm not a pairer here. The only good pairing I see in my eyes is Mudbriar and Mod. So instead of Google Drive, yeah, I was waiting for you, Christian, to show up. I can't do that. I don't know why. I just don't like that website. Unless you're going to convince me that the website is 100% legit and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it and it's not going to bite me in the butt in the near future or long-term future, then yes, I might do it. But every time me or Josh and Tyler go to that site, we just get a bad feeling. And, you know, when you listen to your gut, it's kind of like you're either hungry or you're thinking stupid stuff. But whenever I go to that site, I just don't want to make an account to it and redirect my videos to it. Call me insane, call me weird, call me an untrustworthy person, but I just don't want to use that. I think right now what I'm doing is the best thing I'm going to be doing now. Yeah, a lot of cartoons don't change the intro. Doesn't mean I gotta say, hey, I'm going to accept that. I like it when cartoons change their intro to reflect how far the cartoon has grown. However, if it's a cartoon that literally has no cohesion, something like Teen Titans Go, for instance, yeah, it's perfectly fine. You don't have to change your intro. You have nothing to change, right? But your MLP, if you imagine this, if you still had like season 1's opener and up to season 8, would you really say, man, this is okay? CMC still don't have their cutie marks. Things are pretty much still one note, one-sided. You still don't see the castle. You still see this tree that got destroyed by T-Rex. When you change your intro, you change it for a purpose and a reason. Is because things have changed to the point where you have to change the intro. If cartoons don't need to change the intro, yeah, I'm accepting of that. They don't have to. They don't need to, you know? And majority of cartoons don't have a cohesion or, you know, quote-unquote, consistency, you know? Continuity. That's the word I was looking for. I ship Ember and Spike or Smolder and Spike. Since Smolder and Spike have only had, like, what, maybe one exchange of dialogue with each other? I'm not even sure about that. I believe in Ember and Spike a lot more. Piggy and Toast. Rarity and Spike can't work. I'm more for Ember and Spike than Rarity and Spike, and it's not because they're the same species. It's mostly because I love Ember, and Ember's relationship with Spike is very adorable. Even though I see it kind of a little bit more like a brother-sister relationship, I can definitely see it going either way. Shining Armor, Breeze, Big Mac, and need to interact. Comedic gold right there. When was the last time Spike X Rarity was even brought up? Like 5 days ago for me. I don't know about you guys. Spike X Starlight is better. Why is that a thing? Maybe you're right. I shouldn't bash ships. No one should ever bash ships. Everyone is entitled to both their opinion and who they believe they want to see with each other. I believe that wholeheartedly. Spike acting all sputtery. At least they kept that. Mod does that. Yes, Mod does that greatly, and I love their execution. It could not have gone better, in my opinion. It could not have gone better. If she was introduced in any other way, I think it would have been detrimental to her character. That's how brilliant it was. It's like, how else do you introduce a character like this? Pushy, no problem, bro. I brought the new Injustice 2 Legendary Edition. Neat. I had Injustice 2 for a while. I would have kept it if it wasn't for other games that came out for the time. I'm not the type of guy to keep a whole bunch of games. I usually keep 1 PS4 game and 3 Switch games, and that's about it. That's about my pool. If I had to get anything else, I just have to trade in one. Waifu. Watch the Pokemon Twitch. That joke should be part of like 5 times in this episode. It was adorable and kind of weird at the same time. You love Mod, yes. They should put the part where it's your boyfriend. the only time I remember an actual kiss being on the show was it the royal wedding? That's the only time I remember. Clearly, they probably did it before, later, with other characters, but definitely need to see more of that. Not in a weird way, more like in the way of just like, man, there's not many relationships in the show, is there? 19. Tell me. I can't wait for upcoming Spike episode this season. If you've ever seen it, yeah, we always get a Spike episode every season, right? Unless I'm mistaking a season. Either way, I'm expecting a good Spike episode too. They've been really on a roll with Spike episodes, other than the one with Thorax and Ember. The Spike episodes have been good. Really see Mod so happy, definitely. But Mod is a very interesting character. Oh, just say Spike's my #1 character. I've seen the Leaks episode, but I won't say anything because I'm not an asshole. Thank you. Do not say anything because, okay, I was kind of hinted by one person saying I'm not going to like the next episode since my thumbnail with Mod was in it, which already put in my head that this next episode was going to have Mod, which I would have liked to be a surprise, but then again, since she's living in Ponyville, I shouldn't really be that surprised since now she can be showing up in more episodes regardless. So, yeah, thank you for not doing that. I have those types of friendships. Got lost in the chat again. My God, I hate it when this happens. Just saying. So, types of friendships. Yes, thank you. My Briar isn't trying to be insulting or talk down the character. They just automatically want to fix things. Yeah. I said this in my reaction. I mean, I know a lot of people like that. Hell, I think I'm like that when it comes to certain subject matters. I don't mean to be mean, but I just want you to know. Fair enough. Just Spike. You Sherlock Holmes. See, based on Mudbriar. Same. Wasn't expecting Pinky's sister coming in this episode. And besides, Smolder and Ember are probably too old for Spike. I say Spike is a teenager in pony years. Remember, I broke the fourth wall. Well, it's normally only Pinkie Pie can do that, meaning that he is transcended. He is tapping into his inner pie, bro. I'm extremely jealous of Maud. She's to admit it. Yeah, it's like jealous. Me jealous. I love her. She's really great. Confirm Considerate for the win. Same with Tokyo Ghoul. Strongest stand ever. Mudbar. Yeah. He didn't break the fourth wall. When I saw that, I knew that had to be like something. It's just his inner thoughts, really. And I saw that, and like, it can't be that big of a stretch. I just knew that's gonna be a reference or something. I do have seen it somewhere before. So there's shit wouldn't work. It might ship Fluttershy in Discord, but having a show would be weird. Ember or Smolder dating Spike make more sense. I never really understood the whole species gap thing between a dragon and a pony. I get it, it does sound weird, but if you can have a Draconequus go out with a pony, I think you could have any species, period, to go out with a pony. It's like saying Rarity's relationship with Gilda doesn't make any sense because she's a griffin and Rainbow Dash is a pony. They're two different species, but it's not like they can not hang out and have a different relationship besides good friends. Yeah, I think that's just my inner not trying to be racist talking. Kind of. Overdue appearance. I think season 9 or 10 is the last one for MLP. Okay. Cecia is more of a Discord. Cecia is more for Discord, while Fluttershy is way too young. And I still say Ember and Smolder are too old for Spike. Now we get to the whole age gap thing. So have people please stop shipping Ash with anyone because he's 10. Please stop having Finn ship with Princess Bubblegum because she's apparently 1,000 years old, along with Marceline. Flame Princess is the only good match, but she's a literal walking candle. And so on and so forth. When it comes to ages and cartoons, you kind of have to have your own personal boundary because it's always different. It's always different, okay? And again, Spike, his confirmed age is around 13 to almost teenage-ish. And I'm confused as well. We don't even know how old Ember and Smolder even are. We could probably guess that Smolder and Spike are around the same age since she's going to school and whatever, but I don't know. My mother the same. Why people might not like the ship might be because the episode came out of nowhere. I believe it came just fine. In fact, I think it came in realistically. When you call your sister and she's like, I have a boyfriend, you don't get like a heads up, by the way, your sister's got a boyfriend or anything like that. It's like the same thing with me. I had a girlfriend and when I told my parents, they were shocked. The whole thing about a character gaining a relationship is seeing that relationship. It's actually more believable because since she's a side character. Now if it was a main character, that makes sense. If the relationship came out of nowhere, let's say Rarity got a boyfriend, just randomly in one random random. But Maud getting a boyfriend, we don't know what Maud's been doing in her free time. We don't know where she's been. She's a side character. She comes in every now and then. So around the screen, around her off-screen time, she gained a boyfriend. I find that completely believable. But again, that's just me. Okay, I saw the stream time out a bit. I hate it when that happens. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to move it. Moving it now. Moving it. I'm gonna do this, by the way. Hate it when I have to continue to do this every single stream period. It gets very annoying after a while. Sorry for the noise. I'm not letting you see my room. No, I told you, don't be surprised when I come inside this room. Okay. Internet's stupid.
Just has bad interwebs in the room in there. So he brought the stream in here.
And someone gave me $10 too. Ah, great.
On the what?
Someone gave me $10.
Oh god, what you streaming? It's just streaming.
A discussion video of the recent episode. Oh, great Coke cans, awesome. I'm gonna get some shit for that.
I mean, they haven't changed since. How long ago did we start that?
Start what?
The whole Coke thing.
Oh, I don't know.
Episode of what? My Little Pony, probably. Am I right? I'm probably right.
I think so. Probably.
What, you didn't even hear me? You don't even know.
No. The whole Coke. I'm thinking. I'm not. I know what you're talking about. I'm just trying to be on the same page. I don't believe that it was at that time.
He didn't. He asked. You really weren't talking.
No, I'm confused now.
I don't know. I'm trying to listen to two separate people and also trying to get back to where I was in the chat. So I'm sorry. What were y'all talking about? Start from the beginning.
What episode of new?
Episode 3 of season 8.
Of
MLP.
okay.
Yeah, that's
You
what
got
we were.
it.
Okay. I'm lost in the chat again. Great. And break the fourth wall. I think it's 9, 10. Smolder seems to be around the same age. So this part, I am okay. Hopefully, camera moves in the right area. Where technically means something done with the techniques. Okay. All right then. I'm still on the side of Rarity and Spike. You can be on whatever side you wish, my friend. What are you doing? That would imply it's aware. Yeah. Breaking the fourth wall means that you're aware of something that clearly is not aware. He was just using his mind's eye. I'll get to the person who gave me $10 right now, actually. You deserve these 10 because you're one of those YouTubers that are just explaining things to people, and it's great. You support it. Thank you, Booker1239Z. Wow, that's a name. Thanks again.
Oh, by the way, John.
What's up?
I can't make Jumanji work.
Can't make Jumanji work?
Like, at all.
You can use my PS4 later, I guess. And fourth wall. She doesn't always look at the camera or whatever. The fourth wall, you don't be aware of the audience to break the fourth wall, in my opinion. Do you agree with that?
Huh?
You don't need to be aware of a fourth wall to break it?
No.
You don't believe that?
No.
You have to be aware?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to know
Goat has spoken. You have to be aware of the fourth wall to break it. Book lover. In my opinion, I also agree. If you're not aware of the fourth wall, then whatever you're doing is in the realms of what the audience expects you to do. That or is what the writer expects you to do. As for Pinkie Pie, when she breaks the fourth wall, it's like, yeah, the episode was supposed to end, but I don't want it to.
Yeah, that's quite clearly.
Fourth wall break.
That you know that it's there. You just spoke it out loud yourself.
The Mudbriar moment where he's just closing his eyes and then looking at all the other stuff, I think that's just part of like something I've seen from a television show. It's not, he's looking into his mind and he clearly states that Maud's not gonna like or see this certain thing in his viewpoints of what he thinks a Maud is. I don't think that's breaking the fourth wall. I think that's just how he views what Maud would like. Maud went same, but different, the same. Fans need to calm down. Really, I didn't know it was that big. People don't like Mudbriar because he's kind of annoying, even though Mudbriar is just Maud but gender swap. So it's like, you're acting like Pinkie right now. They're the exact same character, yet you're not seeing one or the other. Okay, cool. Figured we're acting Gen 5.
Nah, see, look, they peer into his soul, much like Pinkie Pie peers into the Maud's soul and can clearly tell what she's feeling.
Of course. I agree completely. That's just the comments I read about Mudbriar in the episode. Huzzah! We'll watch season 5. When Gen 5 has like 4 seasons, they'll do a crossover with Gen 4 and start fanboying instantly. A crossover with Gen 4?
With Gen 5.
With Gen 5. I thought the whole point of a generation is not do that and also solidifies itself as its own universe. Like, I don't want Gen 3 touching my Gen 4, even though they kind of did. But that's Pinkie Pie, so she gets a slide.
That's fourth wall.
That's fourth wall breaking. That's a perfectly fine. You can have the Pinkie of Gen 5 be like, man, I remember me being shorter. Something like that.
Or Twilight's like, man, I remember having wings.
Or a horn. And being a princess or something. I don't know. Do something like that. Nick and Jody from Zootopia. I knew we were going to have some people correct me. I need to start remembering names. Nick and Judy Hobbs from Zootopia. I talked about them for a bit about the whole species gap thing when it comes to relationships. People say Spike and Rarity can't be together because one's a pony and one's a dragon, and also the whole age thing. But let's say they were the same age, the whole species gap would be a problem. I don't see it.
Is there actually even an age thing because of how dragons work?
Yeah, and plus the whole thing with Spike is he gets older the more greedy he gets, right? So
is that even like a problem?
I don't know. I think mental age over anything is always the most appropriate age to look at when you're looking at a character.
Spike is.
You just made a lot of anime lolly guy friends.
Well, that's pretty much how that is. There is a limit. I'm not saying there's never a limit, obviously. But if you have a guy who looks like a kid, but he talks like an adult, and actually understands everything about what adults do and make adult decisions, like Spike clearly has. He's been a counselor and literally a president, sort of, in his own right, in few episodes. Prince, in a way.
Yeah, he has.
He has the mental strength for it, but again,
No.
he is still technically a kid. So that's always wrong. Plus the whole age gap thing with Fluttershy and Discord. People want Discord and Fluttershy to be a thing, but Discord's is like 2,000 years old.
Yeah, not to mention if it was a thing, then well, there goes Fluttershy, and oh, there goes the world via Discord's rage.
Yep.
Oh well.
Yeah. Right now, in my opinion, TP. I honestly don't ship Spike with anyone. Spike is my favorite character, and nobody has proven themselves worthy yet. I almost said the exact same thing for Mod, but until I got to know Mudbride's personality, I'm like, okay, I can accept you, mostly because you remind me of my OC. So.
Alright. I can honestly say, I also don't ship Spike with anybody. Because I don't ship anyone in that show.
There's a difference between not shipping somebody because you don't want to ship them with something and not giving a shit, Josh. Alright? There's a huge difference. Such as one is being interested but not finding a suitable candidate. One's not.
And one's just doing your everyday thing.
Yee.
It's like, oh, the dragon needs a mate? Well.
I don't care. You don't want to use you remember that site we went to that people told me to start redirecting videos to? It was all weird looking it was red and black with weird videos.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Well, I mean, I remember the experience.
Yeah, and Josh can vouch for me for what I said. We just didn't like the look of the place.
Yeah, there were some really weird things.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like a place to be.
I know call us like weird about not liking a site from face value, but I don't want to put my stuff on that. I just feel like it's gonna come back at me or something.
It just doesn't.
It's just a weird feeling.
It doesn't have a friendly vibe.
Yeah, YouTube, when you go to YouTube, it's like, hey, this is YouTube. Here are the videos that we recommend for you and all that. While it does have a lot of problems on the insides, on the baseline, at least it's approachable.
This one looked like it was on a dark web.
Yeah. Yeah, because there were like 3 videos that were like, okay, why does this exist?
Lively?
What?
Lively?
What?
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of weird.
No, not Live Leak.
Not Live Leak.
Live Leak, that's more approachable than this place.
Yeah. Was a tree destroyed by Tyrk or Raven? Both, actually.
And bam, take that.
Yeah. Are you going to react to Crash vs. Spyro? While I'm not as excited as when Jotaro versus Kenshiro and Raven versus Twilight, I am a big Spyro fan, so I'll give it a watch.
By the way, the trilogy remaster looks great. It's not using Skylander Spyro.
Wait, there's a trilogy remaster? You're just now telling me that. That's neat. Nice. Okay, now I'm definitely hyped for Spyro.
Look at the screenshots later. You'll be very, very satisfied.
As soon as I saw Crash get the treatment, I'm like, my boy Spyro better get this.
No idea the art direction they chose. But it's very faithful.
Nice. Sorry.
I was continuing my thing.
Sorry. Go ahead. Come on, I really want. Now I'm paying for it. I really want to know what you were saying.
It's not his fault.
Now it's just not even part of the topic.
All right, fine. He's half of Western animation made, at least some continuity. When will you get back to Miraculous Ladybug, Steven Universe, etc.? No rush, just curious. I have absolutely no clue. I actually have no earthly idea when I'm going to get back into those shows. Mostly because I just don't know my schedule anymore. I used to understand who I am. Now I don't. Don't look at me like that. Maybe ships everyone with all fandoms. It does. A lot of fandoms have the same interest as every other fandom in existence. It's just purely mysterious, ain't I right? Ah, darn it. Happened again. Man, I am really far away. I haven't even gotten to the $10 guy yet. Sorry for the sudden shaking. My legs are not standing still. I plan to play Injustice. YouTube live one day. The person who's gonna be playing games live stream wise is Mr. Live. What's your
Burnt Pixels.
Burnt Pixels over there is currently playing Breath of the Wild on his Switch.
Well, but no, I don't have a capture card. Don't make them.
Don't worry. I'm saying games in general. I'm not saying Injustice 2 specifically. He's the game guy. I'm probably never going to do it.
Also anime and cartoon and comics and
That.
all of it.
Yeah, I'm the reactor guy. Mod is love, mod is life. Yes, mod is everything in the universe.
Mod is a rock.
Rocks are love and rocks are life, meaning mod is life and love. There's been 3 weddings, and each wedding had a kiss.
Yeah,
3 weddings.
Likes rocks, but that doesn't mean that rocks are awesome. He's just weird.
Yeah, kisses are definitely rare in MLP. I want more
Rocks are great.
active.
No, don't eat this fucking
Detective
rock.
rarity. Spike
Rocks,
deserves
so don't do that.
main 6.
Oh,
Main 6.
where we knew
It turns with them.
Rock was killed. I was
Alright.
lying on living room
1
couch.
Infinity Stone.
Go
So which
say
one
Rock
would
is killed.
I would?
No.
Hey, Infinity Stones. I forget their names.
There's time.
Time. I'll take that one.
Mind,
Instantly, just take time.
space.
Just take time.
Isn't there, isn't there just power?
Yeah, power.
Power.
Alright, so it's 4. What's
There's
the
one more.
5th?
I should know this.
The answer is just time. I'm just going with that. Reality Stone. Reality is fine and I'll be all powerful or what, but I can do Zawaldo, so I don't see where anything else is going there.
Yeah, they're gonna warp reality to where time doesn't exist.
Who cares? Look, we're not trying to fight each other here, man. We're not here. We're not trying to scuffle. We're just trying to live out our lives. All right, you can change your reality all you want. I want to stop time.
Well, what if you change reality so that there is no time except for you, so you can just walk
I
around?
feel too overpowered, and trust me, I don't feel I would be okay with that type of strength.
Would it be your reality?
Great. Will there ever be a live stream where Goat doesn't get pissed off due to Doki Doki Literature Club mentioning? And this time it's your fault.
Why you guys
I didn't do anything.
You didn't do it.
Yeah, this time.
This time.
Yeah.
I will take full responsibility for this time.
I was trying to stop.
Yeah, but last time.
That was last time.
Asuka did nothing wrong.
It's because you didn't, but you're just continuing a conversation you don't want to start. Yeah, to ship Spike and a pony. Would you recommend Starlight? If you had to ship Spike with a pony, I would recommend Starlight.
Where is the shrine?
It would be funny if Mod and Mud get married, have a baby in the future, and it acts exact opposite of both of them. That's been one of the main tropes. Have 2 clearly distinct negative characters. I'm not calling them negative characters. I mean, like, negatives and positive. And then just have a positive character after that. Negatives plus negatives equal to positive. I like furries. I also ship Cinder and Spyro and Skylanders Academy.
Not there. I'm gonna throw it there.
I've been shipping Cinder and Spyro for a long time.
Oh.
I'm still alone. Don't be like that, Polo Jr. I'm alone too, and you don't see me crying about it. I cried yesterday about it.
In the shower like a man.
Where they can't see you cry. It's just water.
Is that Icky Nuts? No, it's a bear. A bear.
It's kind of,
Bear. Hey, bear.
his team is kind of messing up. Yeah.
Loopy.
Spyro will win due to him having flying speed, magic fire, and more strength. I've been looking on the Versus wiki, and usually I stop, paying attention to that. But apparently apparently Crash is physically stronger than Spyro. I believe that wholeheartedly. But Crash has a lot more versatility in forms of weapons, gadgets, and the stuff that he has. However, Spyro has Dark Spyro, and he pulled a planet together, so not entirely sure how that's gonna scale.
That's absolutely a bony Enox. I'll
John?
try it.
Spoiler alert. Spyro wins.
Hey, had Majin Buu versus Kirby, and Kirby won. So destructive and other capabilities just apparently don't apply when Death
Crash
Battle gets
Bandicoot
over with.
runs and jumps.
Spyro runs and jumps and rams his head into things, slightly flies. Doesn't fly fully. Slightly flies. Plus he beat a god, so there's that. Okay, God is over-exaggerating. He just beat a stronger version of itself that could summon lightning storms and he dodged lightning. Whatever.
Not God, but a God. Little G.
Demigod, yeah. He had all elements at his disposal, and Spyro has dodged natural lightning. This was shown. But so has Crash, so that doesn't really matter. Traveling speed-wise, they're both around the same. Oh, did you think I said I'll let you see my room? I said I won't let you see my room. That's why the screen went black.
Oh no, here.
No.
No, I'm just kind of like pointing. All right. You ready to see the room? There it is.
No, I don't know if that's even right or not until the fucking stream catches up. Stop, Josh. The fight very, very close. I see the fight going either way in forms of who can beat who. Definitely see Spyro coming out on top because I just believe he has a lot more destructive capability. But then again, Majin Buu versus Kirby. Majin Buu has clear more destructive capability, but that didn't matter. Fair enough. To my defense, why Maud's getting a boyfriend, I'm coming out of nowhere, is because we usually see Maud alone, so her boyfriend was out of the blue. I can support that. I don't usually just lay down my guard like that, but then again, yeah, Maud does seem like a secluded type of character, so her just randomly finding a guy would be kind of weird, but to me, I do see it still. They kind of gravitate toward each other, if you ask me. Beginning, but sure. While me, I love Mudbriar and Maud literally when they first showed up on screen. Point of view, side characters can do what they want since the side characters honestly screw agent species, just ship whatever the hell you want. Well, hello, Jeremy Rivers. Side characters aren't necessarily important role they play in the story, so if they have a scar over a left eye, or best they say, just have a scar over their face. Oh, this fanfiction. Let's see. I would ship check for my OC. Most random ship that came to my mind in the moment was Little Red Riding Hood x Big Bad Wolf. Actually, I've seen plenty of ships with that. Little Red Riding Hood and Big Bad Wolf. I mean, that was like one of the first ships. Oh, why can't anyone just give Spike a chance? He deserves a chance. I believe that too. What kind of weird videos? Explain in detail. Excruciating detail. They just had weird looking thumbnails and we decided not to go any further from there. It's changed. Changed from what? Good looking to terrible? That's my favorite. Funny thing about the next death battle is the two video game mascots I care the least for. I can't say the same for when Ratchet and Clank fought Jak and Daxter, because I think I like them more than Spyro, definitely. So, yeah, in forms of likability and mascot ways between the four, yeah, they're the same boat for me. But I like Spyro more, mostly because he was defining of my childhood. Even though I played more Legend Spyro games than the actual original. And then completely fell off the face of the planet when it comes to Skylanders, because I didn't even care. How about Spike versus Ash Ketchum's Charizard? If you give Spike like a ton of gems and make him become greedy, then yeah, Spike stomps, but base to base, he's got nothing. Sonic these days sometimes. Does anyone remember the end of Digimon Adventure 2 and the whole shitstorm that caused? Okay. Sonic mostly. Sonic has fallen. Ma loves to get rocks off. I like Sonic Forces, but I like almost everything I play watch, so actually, Sonic Forces was a 6 in my book. Not terrible, but nothing great. Way better than my first experience with Sonic 06, but then that immediately jumped to like a 9 after I got to have fun with all the glitches.
That's why I make use of the negative scale as well. Where when it gets so bad, it's entertaining.
Yeah. Plus I go with the power stones. Okay, reality is Waldo. Hey man. Hey Victor. Yeah, alright. Thanos' real name. Oh my god. Dion. And you do a live stream while playing Injustice 2 at the same time. Character and story mode. We won't be doing a live stream to Injustice 2 unless Injustice 2 is online. Is Injustice 2 on Steam? Because if it's not, then probably never. But if it is, maybe at some point in history. Starting to get into JoJo now. That's good.
Yes, it is.
Neat. Alright, then.
$50.
It's possible in the future. Not saying near or far, just in the future. Infinity War was actually a really big JoJo reference the entire time. The My Hero Academia movie is about All Might in his prime. Oh, that's neat. Spyro made the perfect balance of light and darkness as possible. Light and dark are made to equal and good elements. Spyro pulled a planet together. Spyro pulled a planet together. I don't know if you're saying that in the way of how I said it, or you're trying to question it. Yeah, he did it. Very stronger than Boo. No joke. He actually. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm just re-quoting what Death Battle said. Kid Boo and Majin Buu have more destructive capability, but blah 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 with Kirby. You know me, if you saw my reaction, I was rooting for Kirby day one. Literally when the first trailer showed, I'm like, Kirby's gonna curb stomp Kid Buu. Kirby's just way too strong. You can't kill the thing. And plus he's a baby. So he's not even at his max potential yet. And if you play like the recent game, this dude is overpowered as hell. A planet, yes. Crash should be in JoJo. Crash's Spike stand. Can Spyro be Twilight stands? Why so many people want stands now? Well, the wolf did eat Red's grandmother. It's innuendo. I didn't know what it is. Twilight stand is actually that black unicorn from TFH. Since Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Daxter appeared in Death Battle, Sly Cooper needs to appear next. Yeah, definitely. I've been waiting for him for a while. Who he's gonna fight, I have no idea. If you have good suggestions, please tell me. What even is Skylanders? Cash in. It's about as good as I can. Physical DLC.
Wait, that's Infinity. Disney Infinity.
Yeah.
No, Skylanders also has the figures.
Yeah.
No, but like Infinity literally has DLC chips you place in the portal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you have to go out to buy all the characters for Skylanders 2, I count that as fucking DLC.
Same. Yeah, I can see that. I think just Disney Infinity kind of yeah, and also kind of capitalize on it. It's like, oh, Skylanders popular. Let's do our own thing. They should have done Zoro versus Ichigo, but Zoro is nowhere near done with his development yet.
Also, isn't this just
Ichigo, like final form. Defeat U-Hawk, a literal universe buster. Well, according to some people. I still think he's more of a planet buster. U-Hawk's not that strong. Yeah, even people like him. Yeah, Zoro's not ready yet. You'll get there, though. I mean, One Piece is far from ending, and I can see him cutting the planet apart. Like Sonic 06 puts on helmet. Sonic 06 was fine. If you play it in your own way. When you're gonna play Hive Swap, I actually tried to play it, failed miserably when it comes to the execution of trying to upload it. Shadow Hedgehog is the most favorite Sonic game. Same. Review Kirby's power really surprised me. I thought it was gonna be weak as fuck, but yeah. Kirby's fucking hella strong. Don't take looks into a consideration. This dude is a monster plus a murder psychopath. I main Kirby and Smash, so yeah, he pretty much stomps all. Yeah, that's until he showed up. I'm like, what? Award ceremony. I never paid attention to that. I never had Well, I had Crunchyroll, but I haven't had Crunchyroll in a long time, so I kind of just faded from my mind and faded into obscurity. Should do a crossover. Transformers. Sly Cooper versus Rouge the Bat. Rouge the Bat versus Sly Cooper. Rouge the Bat. Rouge the Bat. Rouge the Bat. Yeah, I can see it. Where Kirby is from Nintendo, so it stomped the Nintendo. Kill himself. Yeah, let's see the Sly Cooper versus Rouge the Bat. Crossover episode, I meant. There was a Transformer character who said that Tyrek, evil beings in the multiverse. Neat! Yeah, I can see it happening. Yeah, I'm here. Hey, David. Species Kirby's from. I don't remember the name, but I think it has Star in it. Characters. Mostly cute characters have undenying ability and power in their cute body, so yeah, I can see that. Apex. Why? Eat the other one. Definitely Kirby would win that. Tell me, Josh. Kirby or Yoshi? If we're going Smash rules, Yoshi would eat Kirby, fart him out as an egg, throw him, he'll come out of the egg, and then Kirby would just swallow him and then win.
Smash rules.
That's just Smash rules, though. What actually happens when they turn into eggs? They just turn into eggs? They're just eggs now?
I don't know.
I don't know either. That's why I went Smash rules, because that makes the most sense. Those eggs are huge.
Yeah, but they're just eggs. You can break out of the egg.
So, Yoshi eats Kirby. Kirby breaks out of the egg. Kirby breaks out of the egg with still inside Yoshi. Busts out of him. Wins. With the same dull expression on his face that he always has.
And then eats Yoshi.
And then eats Yoshi. Gains his ability to eat things. One of my favorite abilities in Kirby Superstar Ultra is the ability to take the enemy that gives you the ability to copy things. You copy the ability of a person who can copy abilities. Brilliant, Nintendo. Brilliant. So meta.
So Ditto fighting the Ditto?
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Ditto used transform. It turned into a Ditto.
Transform. Oh no.
Could Meta Knight beat Kirby? According to the games, no. So what are you up to in real life? Nothing much, just trying to not die. That's like... Kirby also has like 10 billion different abilities, which makes him really versatile. Yeah, because apparently he just stores all the abilities he's ever had inside of his little pocket dimension, whatever the heck, universe, belly. He just kind of keep everything on stockpile until he needs something.
Amazing Mirror.
Mm-hmm. All Might versus Midnight.
Small Knight.
Who the fuck is Midnight?
It's the teacher. Yeah, it's a teacher with huge tits, and her ability is to be able to put people to sleep by letting them inhale aroma that she exudes from her body. What?
Sleep pheromone.
Is it
Sleep
from?
pheromone.
Is it from Academia?
Yeah, same character. Yeah, it's same universe. And if I had to guess, depending on the location, it really depends. If it's in an enclosed location, I got to give it up to Midnight. It all really depends on how strong All Might is when it comes to his able to stay up. Because that stuff is powerful. It knocked even Bakugo out.
All Might goes to sleep. He starts sleepwalking and punches her.
Use sleep talk.
Oh god, that would be really stupid.
Definitely. Kirby. Versatile. Smash rules apply. Okay. Kirby is unbeatable. Kirby is unbreakable. Oh my god, son of a motherfucking JoJo reference. Sorry. Kirby can eat Goku and become Ultra Instinct Kirby.
Excuse me, what?
It's Kirby, but with like really blue eyes.
Really blue eyes and can dodge literally everything. Kirby versus Beerus.
It moves by turning the cursor tracker on 20.
Kirby is easily the most powerful Parasprite ever. Parasprite. I remember those things. Never again. Don't bring them back. They were in season 1. They were these infectious invasive species. They were all puffbally, and they eat, and then they burp.
Oh,
Others.
Yeah. Those little shit nuggets.
It takes a one-man band to get them out of a country.
For some reason.
Kirby versus Zeno. Kirby. Ultra Instinct Kirby. Zeno can't do anything. Zeno would like raise up his hand to try to obliterate him. It won't work because Kirby has reality assurance. He cannot not exist.
Yes. Word. He must exist. Otherwise, he won't.
Yes. See? Nothing rule applies. We're all trying to not die. That's good for you, but sadly enough, you're dying at this very second. Every second that goes by is another second that is now gone from your life. You ever really thought about that? Well, if you haven't, now you have.
Stay happy, friends.
All Might versus Joseph Joestar. No.
Joseph. He'd be like, I know what you're about to say.
Hey, the next thing you're gonna say is, I'm here. There's a huge strength gap here, guys. Granted, he beat Ultimate Cars, but that's by throwing him into space very specifically. So, you gotta sway back.
He just puts Hermit Purple all over him and ties him to the ground.
Right. That'll hold him. Even though he can't even hold down his own Empress. He can't even hold down the Empress for like 5 seconds.
What are you talking about?
He put Hermit Purple over the Empress, and the Empress just kind of like...
That's because it's a stand.
So you're telling me, since All Might can't see Hermit Purple, he automatically gets the win.
I mean, you can't touch a stand on your own, but a stand can touch you.
So basically what you're telling me is, since the no limits fallacy of no other stand user can break out of another thing since he does not have a stand,
Yeah.
he cannot move.
Yeah.
Do you believe that? I would like your input.
It's canon rules.
It is canon rules. I am currently debating it in my mind as we speak. I'm like, it makes sense, but I don't want it to.
It's because you don't want Joseph to beat All Might.
It's not that I don't want him to beat All Might. It just doesn't make any sense.
Canon rules, though. Can't argue with
It's like Hermit Purple wraps around All Might. He cannot see or touch it, so how can he break out? All right.
I see him poked a hole in your life.
Shut up. Okay. Joseph Joestar versus Batman, both with 5 minutes of prep. Joseph.
just read what Batman will do and be like, well,
Yeah, he wins. Not to mention, Ultimate Cars base cars, WAMU, and AC/DC alone can one-shot Batman, even with Pepper Time. All of which was beaten by Joseph.
Right.
So
here's how he beats Batman.
what?
He takes Hermit Purple.
God damn it!
And puts it all over
Batman, and he can't move. He cannot see or touch stand. So how can he win? No utility belt can save you now, Batman. Shark repellent, more like Hermit Purple. Got you wrapped up.
Fuck you.
And then he's just like, okay, I had a contingency for this. Hermit Purple away spray.
Somehow I knew what stands are.
I did my research.
Harley Quinn.
Found the arrow.
He found the arrow. Beyblade versus Bakugan.
Beyblade?
Beyblade versus Bakugan.
Bakugan, the people that
Beyblade.
the Bakugan, the people that can go to a universe and like blow it up.
Yes.
Versus Beyblade, fucking tops that summon like I don't know, some spirit dragon.
Yes. Bakugan, by the way, if you haven't gotten the sarcasm. Red.
Tone of your voice, Beyblade.
Red Hood versus Winter Soldier. Depends. When is Red Hood? Are you talking about when he first was conceived or when he was secondly conceived? Punisher versus Judge Dredd. I haven't watched Judge Dredd.
Doesn't Dread have robotic augments? I need to check.
Have you seen Made in Beast? No. Goku versus Pillarman. Goku, he'll just blow up the planet. And then they'll just float in space and freeze.
Nah, he'd go up to him, be like, okay, well, we're gonna take this to a better place to fight. In space.
In space.
And then just teleport back down to Earth.
Yeah. Because Goku, while he cannot breathe in space, he can survive in space for a minimum amount of time. And gone. What do they call it? Out of battle victory or something. Kirby versus Corey versus Ultra Instinct Shaggy. Ultra Instinct Shaggy. Corey is strong and powerful. He made friends with the president in like less than 2 seconds. However, Ultra Instinct Shaggy though.
Which Corey are we talking about?
Corey in the house.
Yeah, are we talking about Corey in the house or Corey in the White House?
Corey in the White House.
Okay.
Kirby gets pierced by a stand arrow and becomes strongest anime character. Kirby Experience Requiem.
What?
Kirby Experience Requiem. He gets all the abilities of Gold Experience Requiem, but also Kirby.
He hasn't even watched part 4. He doesn't know what
Right.
he's talking about.
Right, okay. They get established in part 4 that there are these arrows, and then in part 5 they get really established that these arrows can turn your stand into basically God.
Super stand.
Yeah.
The arrows give people stands, by the way.
Yeah. The ants give people
Space
stands.
disease.
Basically. Yeah, that's pretty much all we can say to pretty much not confuse you any further. You're already confused as it is. Alright. Then how the fuck are we supposed to get rid of the big shit? You can't, that's the problem.
If you get pierced or touch the arrow, you get fucking sick and almost die. But if you live, you get a stand.
Neat.
Doesn't make any sense.
A lot of JoJo doesn't make sense.
It's very bizarre, you could say. Damn it, Josh.
They always have quite the adventure.
Beyblade versus Bakugan. We already talked about this.
No.
Yeah, I'm in a stream, but I don't think I'm gonna stay long. Alright, it's fine. Goku and Superman would fuse together as Super Goku or Superman. Saiyan Man.
That was like Goku and Superman fuse. And it's Superman. What?
Where's Goku?
Why can't it be Gokel? Because his real name is Kal-El. I mean, it makes better. Go Man. It makes. God damn it. You know,
Go man.
Superman isn't an actual name, dang it. Then again, Goku isn't even his real name, so Kakarel.
Well, what about fucking Gober Man?
It did sound like a hair product, and since they have great hair, Bless you.
Hey.
Oh, again.
Miles!
Intangible. So if you can hit intangible beings, then you can hit stands. If you can't, then you can't hit stands. It's simple. So do you believe with the notion that if you can hit intangible things, you can also hit stands?
I'm not sure in which reality stands exist, like planes wise.
Yeah, because the thing, well, all we get is that only stand users can see other stands.
Astral, so probably.
Yeah, if you can hit the astral plane, heck yeah, you can hit a stand. I can believe that. If you were going on base borderline of what it is, yeah, I believe that. Go to the sheep talisman in Jackie Chan's Adventures and then beat up yourself from stands. Good luck with that, by the way. You remember that?
Yeah.
Sweet. I'm happy you guys know that. I thought I was just shooting in the dark. Alright, I thought I was shooting in the dark.
You just pulled one of the most nostalgic shows from my childhood.
Yeah.
Except not really Jackie Chan, except for when it was live action Jackie Chan at the end of the Jackie Chan cartoon.
All while being voiced by Jackie.
All by Jackie Chan. Jade, Uncle, Toru,
Actually voiced by
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan was not voiced by Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It sounded a lot like him though.
Yeah, it was a really good voice actor.
Kirby versus the Legend 27. Nobody exists on purpose. Nobody belongs anywhere. We are all going to die. So come on, watch some TV with us or play video games or whatever you choose.
Stay happy, friend.
Happy friends. Yeah, life is meaningless. Everyone knows that. When you die, no one's gonna care. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Can't get too much.
Okay, do your best. Okay, I'm gonna stop that now.
You resist the movie that you can't get forward.
Jeremy, we need to stop. I didn't even know All Might was in this MLP episode. Yeah, pretty much this is how these streams just go. I start off with a topic and then just derails into bullshit. Joseph has an FTL feat. I don't remember.
Wait, who?
Joseph Joestar has an FTL feat.
You didn't go faster than sunlight. That's the whole reason why supercars exist.
FTL.
What now? Superboy Prime versus Joseph Joestar. What's up with you guys trying to put Joseph up against people?
Because you just take her
Purple and just
Come on.
Rap it.
damn you.
Rip and rip.
Icon versus Blade should happen in Death Battle. How? And why?
One throws balls at the other person and the other one just throws tops.
Yeah. Joseph versus someone who can see the future so they can turn to them and say, your next line is meme against him.
You see, you take Hermit Purple.
Yeah. Yeed. Yes. Beyblade would definitely win. The blade could actually destroy it. Let it rip. You do know Bakugan canonically are living things, while Beyblades are just spirits living inside tops.
Like the ball, that's just them being like condensed for mobility.
They could actually become gigantic dragons and destroyer of worlds.
Not to mention, they just casually bring you into another dimension.
Casually.
Actually, it's not even, it's between dimensions.
They're already fourth dimensional.
Like, they just go like, hey, here's a card.
And not even all Beyblades have spirits in them.
Yeah, some of them are
They were
just
just
fucking
tops. Yeah, no.
Anything that happens with Bakugan,
Literally all of them.
except
But-
that they're digital, which is understandable. And sometimes even then.
Digital? What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, there was a whole like season or whatever where just they made a digital landscape.
On Death Battle, I would love to see
Yeah, like a whole digital world.
as Lord Eisen.
Yeah, the landscape and all that, but the people there, they were real.
Okay. Plot twist: Joseph can only do the next. Say
Yeah, when
because
they're digitized,
his pinky
they're
sense,
still
of course.
So I meant like the fake digitized ones.
The fake ones, they were just simulated.
Speculated.
The simulator ones. That's like the only instance where they aren't real things.
Jiren versus Dio. Jiren versus Dio. Jiren. Dio versus Jiren. The wall versus the actual great villain.
So Dio Brando.
No.
So just Dio?
Okay, so I see you have a divide between Dio and Dio Brando.
Well, that's what you did. They're always complaining about it. I was like, there's Dio, and then there's Dio Brando.
I didn't complain about it. I'm just trying to specify to people who don't understand. Is like Dio Brando has 2 abilities that Dio doesn't. Space Ripper Stingy Eyes and controlling the fluids in his body to freeze things. Dio can't do that because he doesn't have 100 control of his body. But if there's a composite Dio where he is in 100% of control of his body, then yeah, hell yeah. But no, still against Jiren. Then again, I don't think Jiren would be able to counteract the whole taking away your liquid inside your body thing. So stop time, walk up to him, drain him of his fluids, done. But if you're talking like straight combat, no, Dio can't even scratch Jiren. No matter how many mudas he gives, it will be useless for him. I just gave a possibility for Jiren the Grey to die to Dio. So if you're gonna come at me strong. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure versus Chaotix. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Just all of it.
Like the PDA thing?
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
I forgot about that too. And
What?
how dare you even think they even measure up to JoJo?
What?
You don't know Chaotix?
It involves kids going into like a virtual world but becoming the character that they choose. It's a very
But it's also a simulated world where these characters are actual things.
yeah. I see why it's like, oh, the character they choose to fight as could be like technically their stand or something like that. No, chaos. Yeah,
With an X.
with an X. All right, I think he spelled it wrong.
Hold on.
Yeah, I think it is the regular way. I think he just spelled it wrong. Who's stronger, Mod or Star
It
Platinum?
does bring up Knuckles.
Yeah, it does bring up Knuckles. Mod or Star Platinum? Mod casually destroyed a boulder with no problem. Star Platinum destroyed diamonds. And again, diamonds aren't necessarily hard to break.
It is just called chaotic.
Yeah, it is called chaotic.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Alright, so it is this.
But if we're adding, yeah, it is that. If we're going with real world science, Star Platinum.
Oh my god, it looks...
Dragon fans better kick so much ass. I think you should bring it back. Show it back. I want them to bring it back, but definitely not continue it or reboot it. Definitely just bring it back. Show it on TV again.
Oh damn! It's
Jackie Chan Adventures.
The Chaotic is based on the Danish trading card game of the same name.
Neat. Twilight
You got the
can
thing
use
where
Zawaldo
after getting a certain point
in Castle
on,
episode.
the online
Around and crying.
trading card.
That's more of just using your levitational ability, your telepathic key. Wow.
Telepathically?
That's just you using your telepathic powers to stop people in their tracks. Not necessarily stopping time, but sure. Let's hate each other. Again, same deal. But I like your enthusiasm. I never learned how to read. Joseph dodged a laser after it was fired while training with Lisa. It was after it was fired, then it's FTL. Josh, will you be the person to say that lasers are not faster than, or not light speed?
Yeah. Lasers ain't light speed, bitch!
Do you remember him dodging a laser when he was training with Lisa?
Nope.
Me neither. But even if it was...
Is it in the manga?
I don't believe so. Again, if it was a laser, lasers are not light speed. Lasers are made up of...
Hardened light.
Which is slower than...
A bullet.
I was hoping you would say light, but sure. I guess that makes it more specific. Bullet. Joseph Joestar is best JoJo. I'm more of a Guillermo guy, but I get you.
Oh, he dodged the eye fluids.
The eye fluids?
Yeah, the laser eye fluids.
He dodged the Space Ripper Stingy Eyes.
Jeez.
I think that travel. Oh wait.
Oh wait, but it hit his chin.
Oh, so no.
It's not even a fucking laser.
But then again, if we're gonna go off the census that Space Ripper Stingy Eyes travels at the speed of sight, and that goes at the speed of light.
The speed of sight?
The speed of sight.
The speed of sight is...
Well, how long does it take for light to reach your eye, Josh?
Fucking, I don't know.
Light speed. Shut up.
Great. Yeah, but you can only see things that are going at a speed below something. Like you
Please
can't,
explain fully.
You can only see things going up to a certain speed. There is a speed to where your eyes literally just cannot see it.
So if you're looking dead at something and then you shoot Space Ripper Stingy Eyes, it goes fast as a bullet.
I don't know. It's not fucking
It's speculation,
hard to
Josh. We're not saying this is fact.
Yeah, it's the only instance I can see him dodging lasers.
But even then, if we're gonna even declare it as a laser, it's not light.
Yeah, quotation marks.
It's a very hard stretch. I like Jotaro the most. Okay. Mod versus Ginka. MLP versus Beyblade. I don't know Ginka. I bet no one knows Ginka.
Ginka?
Gingka.
Gingka. Ginka Hangen.
Oh, the main character. That guy.
I forgot his fucking name.
By the way, Mod, but yeah.
Versus Mod?
Mod. The girl who could punch a boulder apart casually.
Alright, so
Her.
so versus Ginka, not his Beyblade, fucking
Not his Beyblade.
blue fucking Pegasus.
Mr. Child himself.
I would have to go with Mod against this fuck nugget. He doesn't do anything except be like, yo,
I could pull a cord.
Yu-Gi-Oh versus Bakugan.
fucking Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
They summon gods. Bakugan summons big dragons.
The big dragons.
Space dragons.
Being said, then
No,
so,
big dragons.
representing Yuki, now to
They're
Hero
not
Neos.
supposed to summon another
I
dimension.
accept it. Cars also has FTL feet. He once blocked a laser.
They don't even. Oh well, yeah, they did rank from this game.
Yeah.
Cars also has an FTL feat. He once blocked a laser.
Blocked. And a laser. Hold on. What are we talking about here? Just repeat. Where?
Cars also has an FTL feat. He once blocked a laser.
I'm seeing.
Part 1 Dio versus Dracula Dio. Composite Dio includes Heaven Ascended Dio.
But-
We don't include Heaven Ascended Dio because why bring in a reality warper in a fight? That's not fun.
So
I see no instance.
He punches Kenshiro once, he wins. Done. Who cares? Same thing with Star Platinum, the world Heaven Ascended Star Platinum. It's no point in a fight. He'll just win.
Yeah, I'm not seeing an instance of him doing that.
Yeah, I don't see him blocking a laser either. The only time I ever, like, the closest thing to an FTL feat is when he looked up with the mask when they shot light at him. And that's nothing.
Next.
Did you ever play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon?
I'm doing that now. Hey, how's it going?
Yeah. Burnt Pixel's doing it. I'm not.
Every Wednesday at 5 when the internet isn't being dookie. That's Central Time.
Did you ever play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon? Okay. Eyes of Heaven, best Dio game. That's just a random question. Oops, my bad. That's where Chaotic was Chaotix. Okay, yeah, he did mess up. He thought Chaotic was Chaotix. So, yeah. But yeah, we knew. At least we knew what you were talking about, and we still gave you what we thought.
Well, as soon as I heard like the name.
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
that's
we
it.
instantly knew what you thought, so it's fine. What do you think of the mod couple? It's a great episode. I talk about it more in depth in the actual reaction. That should be on my channel. So if you just want to skip, besides, you don't even have to skip it. I do highlights, so it's not even that big of a reaction. If you want to know my thoughts, just watch the video. That's literally all it is. Let's say I loved it. See the reaction. What do you think of the new character of MLP? Nate, great character, amazing. I love him. Oh, by the way, I also loved the episode. That was awesome. Yeah. I was talking about the laser from the Stone of Aja, not the Vampire Eye stuff. Are you?
Oh. Hey.
What?
That actually happened.
That actually happened?
Both him and the other guy.
Who was the other guy? Caesar?
Yes.
I don't think that is liable, considering that Lisa just sort of held it up, and I'm pretty sure she wouldn't instantly try to.
It was shot right by them.
That's different. It was shot right by them.
Because it doesn't show any action lines. They're just kind of standing there.
Yeah. If you're talking about that with the Lisa moment, they didn't really dodge. It just sort of stood still and it missed.
The ship exploded.
There you go. Mud is pretty cool. I see Ready Player One tonight. It's a really good movie. Okay. First. What? A horse versus a kid. Who would win? Probably the horse. Probably the horse.
Dome busting ability.
Dome busting. Indeed. Oh yeah, Ready Player One is awesome. Reminds me of Sheldon Cooper from Big Bang Theory. A lot of people have been saying that in the comments. Okay. Is that the Mudbriar, the guy that's in the episode? Reminds me a lot of Sheldon Cooper from The Big Bang Theory. And I agree. Even though I barely watched that show.
Keep it that way.
Fun fact. Oh yeah, not to mention the time that she literally threw a rock and it exploded into a nuclear explosion. Mod. Not only does she have boulder busting ability, MLP.
That explains why I don't know them.
Yes. So yeah, town level immediately. That base. Crossover reminds me of Mickey Mouse house. Crossover character. Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse. House of Mouse.
Oh, bye.
Yeah, destroy them with laser. Destroy them with lasers.
House of Mouse. Yo.
House of Mouse. Jesus Christ, man.
A second.
Yeah, it's a good show.
Jesus, that was like the last good Mickey Mouse thing.
Fucking punch this street. Chat delay.
That's all I can remember before the
That's not a chat delay. That's just me being really far away from you guys. That has nothing to do with chat delay. Reminds me of so much of Sheldon Cooper. Big Bang Theory. Yeah, the voice kind of gave me a heart attack because I thought it was the actual actor of this. Okay. Yeah, I know. Clawing in my hermit purple. Crawling in my hermit purple. What do you think of Supernatural X Scooby-Doo crossover? Never watched it. I haven't seen it.
I don't even watch Supernatural.
Wow, I heard your Mickey Mouse impression from here. Okay.
He is a loud guy.
He is very loud, yes.
It's kind of hard to do Mickey quiet.
Same thing with Toad.
Hello.
Oh god.
That's as quiet as you're getting.
Do a whisper.
I can't.
I've reached the end of the chat, which means that it's almost time for me to end the actual stream. Neat.
It's impossible. It's like he said, like Toad. You can't not shout Toad.
When he actually has some level counts. There you go. Rainbow, Ocean Clouds.
The guy who voices Iago from Aladdin. You can't not shout him whenever you're trying to. And it's also squinting eyes. You can't not squint.
Yeah,
eyes.
wow. Update. Well, I update my original story. First, I need to find a good stopping point for the current story I'm doing. Because apparently, these guys like it too much. Nothing.
Like what too much?
Nothing.
Yes, exactly. I heard it. I'm still not telling you.
talking about the Persona
Story
comic.
thing.
And you're asking me when I'm gonna update my original story, and the only reason I'm not getting into my original story is because I'm currently invested in the current story I'm doing. It's mainly because you and Tyler are reading it, and since you two are reading it, and you're physical people reading the story, I kind of have more motivation to do it since I actually have an audience.
But they're physical people.
Yeah, and their comments are always great. But you guys being here is like immediate feedback, and also I get to see reactions.
Okay.
In the moment, people.
Yeah. Fun though. I think the main reason why I haven't really got back into it is because I believe I'm just kind of in a corner somewhere. I'm just at scenes that I just don't feel like drawing. But it's like funny enough, once I get through drawing them, I think I'm just gonna have fun again because I'm actually right next to a part where I really wanted to get to for a while.
I'm gonna start my own thing. Energy.
See, when you did this, I was like, need stress balls?
Stress balls.
You know, probably help with some whatever I've got. Yo.
Would you like it if people made OCs of Nobody Cries for Nothing? Dude, I would be floored if anyone made anything fan related to my content. That's literally like my end goal in life. So if it happens now, I just die like a little bit inside. But not in the bad way, which is shocking.
Lin Chung.
What?
0108.
How is that not a bad thing?
No, it's like every time I watch Teen Titans Go, I die low inside. That's the bad way. The good way is like I die low inside every single time I see people enjoy my work. That's the good way.
The good way is the new season of Teen Titans coming to Adult Swim in 2019.
And that's good.
I just don't see how dying on the inside at all ever is a good thing.
Josh, I'm gonna punch your chest area. Basically, I'm gonna break every bone in your body without actually puncturing your skin. Then I want you to tell me that dying on the inside does not feel anything bad.
What? What does that have any correlation?
Do you understand now?
It's like maybe I gave you like maybe a good 10 seconds, and maybe you might get it because the brain is not working with maximum capacity. You make good content. You have a future in the world of animation. Hopefully. I don't see it coming. I don't see it happening, but hopefully. I have a nice box waiting for me if I fail. Box living on the street. I have it reserved. It's from IKEA.
Hey, I work there.
Yeah.
IKEA box.
It's an IKEA box. I think it used to have a desk. No, it's more complex than it seems. Dying on the inside. It's more complex than it seems, apparently, with me and you talking about it.
But you're making it complex.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they heard you. Yeah, Teen Titans is coming back to Adult Swim 2019. The original series, not some Go shit. Continuation, not a reboot.
Like Samurai Jack. It's even got blood in it.
It's gonna have blood.
And language.
Yays. So, yeah. Be excited for that. I was planning on doing like a video about it once I get like the first trailer or something. So, just watch out for that. Screenshots and announcements don't do it for me anymore.
Also, Infinity Train.
That too. Nah, it's apparently confirmed. You can keep putting yourself out there, but try to build something from IKEA. You'll risk your life on the dark side. Nice one. On the one desk. I actually never watched the original Teen Titans. Now's a good chance to. It's
Go for it.
wow. It's not every day you get GOAT to turn around and question your own existence. Usually we're the ones doing that to him. Someone said, I actually never watched the original Teen Titans.
Excuse me, you're surprised someone hasn't seen something?
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I'm like, wow, that usually never happens.
You! Of all people!
But now's a good time to watch it.
Where it would be the opposite.
If you like Teen Titans, you like the characters of Robin, Raven, Starfire, Beast Boy, and Cyborg. It's a nice trot. Yeah, if the first season doesn't do it for you, then it doesn't do it for you.
One time.
One time.
Yeah, one time.
One time.
Yeah.
One time?
Uh-huh.
Akira. 2 times. Name 2 times.
Wait, Akira?
Akira.
I believe you mean
Akire.
I think you mean main character's name that isn't the name of the
FLCL.
What? No, I didn't hear.
Fully Cooley.
FLCL.
FLCL? Is that like an abbreviation for something?
Fully Cooley. It's also known as Fully Cooley.
I've heard that one.
Okay.
I haven't heard FLCL. Why the fuck do people like abbreviate the names?
That's the name of it.
FLCL. Let's see.
Tragedy of life is, it's not death, but what? He lives.
Yeah. No, I tried this.
Didn't like it?
Yeah.
Mm. When things get a little too bizarre, you seem to be very turned off, I see.
He doesn't like weird. Or, he's not into weird.
Which makes the whole fact that you like part 1 and part 2 of JoJo all the more sensible. Because when it actually starts getting into the stands, that's when the weird category starts to pop in.
I think you would enjoy Horse Race with Jesus.
That sounds amazing.
Yes.
Horse race with Jesus.
It's another part of JoJo. It's not an actual show. And it's not going to be animated for a long time.
Yeah, that would be wacky races.
God dang it.
Horse race with Jesus.
If it's true, then I'll rewatch all the old episodes. Definitely, I'm hoping to binge watch it when I get like an official date to it. Somewhere in 2019.
I was playing through all the Kingdom Hearts games recently. Still gotta do 2 more.
A live action Teen Titans. Basically, if it's done by the current Disney movie crew, no, they'll mess it up somehow. However, if for what
if
they take everyone who's making the Marvel movies and make them make a DC film, yeah. I agree. The only way DC movies are gonna get good if Marvel's writing. Well, he'll never watch anything mankind's ever made. That's just it.
Sad Naku's in freaking Dream Drop Distance. I can't play that.
That's no. I actually reading Venture and Arrow right now. Oh, neat. Which is ironic because I haven't watched Diamond is Unbreakable yet. Oh, you should really give it a shot. It's really great.
I like it. Very much. I really like the aesthetic in that part.
Yeah. Plus, Josuke's stand is actually really, really good.
Healy punches.
I'm gonna punch through my mom and make it seem like it never happened. And that's literally like.
I'm gonna punch through your face with anger and make it reshape more badly.
Don't talk shit about my hair. That's my quirk. Don't fucking talk about it.
That's his trigger word. Yeah, if you make fun of his hair,
Don't make fun of his hair.
That's his trigger word.
That's his trigger word. He like goes from a very mild-mannered character to Josuke. Not Josuke, Jotaro. In personality when it comes to his rage.
When you talk about his pompadour.
Yes.
It is very
It's very sensitive.
Is he fine with people calling it what it is, a pompadour?
Just don't make fun of it.
Just don't make fun of it. Don't call it stupid. Don't say anything.
Very sensitive subject.
It's just, yeah.
What if I just say, I'm not really into the whole pompadour thing?
I think I could still do it.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, don't tempt him with that. I wouldn't test it. If he was a real person.
Waters you do not want to test.
Yeah. Because the thing is, he'll kick your ass. He'll fix you afterwards, but it'll still hurt.
No. He won't fix someone into a giant screaming boulder face.
That's because he killed his grandpa.
There's multiple reasons, but
The other guy literally just, dude.
It's like,
There's completely different circumstances.
he made fun of his parents? No, he killed his grandpa.
Well.
It's what he can do that I'm trying to say.
Right. Jesus.
Don't test waters.
Someday I will. Okay. It's really, really, really neat. Are you excited for Deadpool 2? Hell yeah. Get the pink Deadpool suit? You can do that? You can, and did you sign up? You can apparently sign up to get a pink Deadpool suit.
Naughty.
I don't want that.
How dare you?
Come on, it's a Marvel recolor. Marvel vs. Capcom.
I don't want a Deadpool suit. Like,
Just
period.
hit R1.
Like, I don't ever want that.
Hey, Josh, I said you can sign up and get a suit. I'm not saying fucking do it.
I know, but like, I would never do it because that Deadpool suit sounds
Uncomfortable?
yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree. I believe any suit in any form of fiction is uncomfortable. Lots of forms of fiction, at least.
Maybe the Iron Man suit wouldn't be all that uncomfortable.
Depends on how much padding he put in it.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like it's definitely not skin tight, so there's bound to be like some space in there.
Insulation. It's just a matter of what he decided.
It
Was
probably has AC.
It's what he decided was a need over want.
Wow. That's actually really, really fucked up.
Oh dear.
Someone once pointed out that Josuke's special in the video game heals Johnny's legs.
Oh.
You can see him standing after he gets hit just to fuck his legs up again. That's terrible.
That's fantastic.
Oh my god.
Detail.
That's really rude.
Fuck you, now get back up, now fuck you again!
I really like that.
Is there I want Deadpool. Oh, okay. I was wondering, it's like, what do you mean sign up? But it's donate for a charity to it's like a cancer awareness. That's why it's pink.
I mean, I didn't really want to know the reason behind the pink.
I was mainly talking to people who did care. He seemed to be interested. So shut up, Josh, and turn around and watch your goddamn videos. Everything always has to be a fucking about you. Jesus Christ. Talking to general area. Anyone who cares, cares. If you don't fucking announce that you don't care.
Josh.
Fuck.
I'm just trying to be part of the conversation.
It's just my opinion. Fuck you guys. By the way, still don't like the suit. You okay?
Fine there, but
It's like, I don't know what that art movement was, but I'm pretty sure I don't do that.
That's cool anyways. That was probably not on purpose. It was cool anyway. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's a video game, Ryan. It's called a very special message from Deadpool. Watching WrestleMania. Speaking of watching stuff, I think we're just about time we end this stream. I think we're just gone into random conversation. We're not even talking about the initial, I think we stopped talking about the initial reason why I made this live stream hours ago.
What was that?
Talking about the episode of MLP.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that. All Might versus Hulk. Which Hulk? DC.
Yes.
Why I say DC? Wow, I'm gonna get sued. I'm gonna get crucified.
Marvel
The DC
Hulk,
Hulk.
DC Hulk.
DC Hulk. The Thing is still fucking Marvel. Still Swamp Thing. Marvel's Hulk. Marvel Cinematic Universe Hulk. You probably lose.
Which version?
If you're talking like actual in-universe Marvel Hulk, then Hulk. This dude stepped and destroyed a continent.
Yeah, like Red Hulk.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I love myself some All Might, but come on. Alright. I'll see you guys later. We're going to end this now before it drags on a little too long.
Remember, stream on Wednesdays.
Marvel Cinematic Universe Hulk. Yeah, that's more of an evil. That's more of an even fight, definitely. But I still think Hulk might come out on top.
I only know Hulk, so therefore Hulk will smash.
I'm ending the stream.
Advertisement words.
No.
Just gonna. By the way, this is not sponsored by either Dr. Pepper or Coke.
It's sponsored by me, Dio.